Hey, what's going on, you guys? How are you? I have not been live in 2 weeks, I think. So it feels like an eternity. So, first and foremost, hello, what's up? Thank you for joining me today. If we have never met before, my name is Demita, and that dog behind me chasing her tail, her name is Bella. I'm a Christian women's business coach, you guys. And the whole mission, if you are watching us on YouTube, the entire mission of this channel is to help aspiring and existing entrepreneurs to align their business with biblical principles. And one small thing that you can do to support this mission is to go ahead and make sure you subscribe to this channel. If you are watching on Facebook, what's up? You can definitely you can definitely follow, and then of course share it with anybody that you feel like could use this information because it's highly valuable. Okay, so listen, check it out. If you are with us live, hello, we are live and in color. You are watching us on our live show. I'm really excited about that. I want to say thank you because I got some amazing support happening in the background with Jamelia, and I'm so appreciative for you. So let's dig into what today is about, because I know that's what you want, that's what you came for, right? So listen, if you saw the title of this video, it says your God-given offer. And I talked about how in the description, I talked about distraction and discouragement and how they are two of the enemy's main tactics to effectively knock us off course. All right. And so I have struggled quite a bit with these. And so I know it's something that, a lot of aspiring business owners and even existing entrepreneurs struggle with. Okay. And so let's talk about distractions. I want you to first understand that your good is the enemy of God's great. I used to have a manager. He was a horrible leader, but he did say some things that I took with me that were really good. And he said, good is the enemy of great. And I truly understand that when things are good, sometimes you don't push and fight for the great. And the reason that I wanted to share this video with you today is because there are a lot of you guys out there. We are getting to the end of 2022, the end of the year. And I know this was the year that you said you were going to put everything in place. This was the year that you were ready to rock and roll. This was the year that you were finally going to get your business up and running. And then you look up and it's almost Halloween and you're thinking, how did this year fly by? Trust me, I understand. I understand because 2022 has been a challenging year for me. It started with my husband having some health challenges. It's ended with my mother having some health challenges. And when I tell you it has not let up. And so I get it. So if you're struggling with some things, I totally understand. I get it. Number one, I understand. But distractions and discouragement will stop you from hitting the goal that you set for yourself at the beginning of this year. And now we're about to head into the next year, and you're still trying to figure this thing out. So let's talk about this for a minute. When you are accepting your good life that you created for yourself, you are literally getting in the way of the great life that God really wants you to have. I was talking to my husband yesterday, as a matter of fact, and I was telling him, I said, babe, I'm really struggling with some things. I'm really struggling. And the only thing that I know to do is run back to God as fast as humanly possible. That's all I know. To just give him even more time and even more attention, because I've slacked up on the time and attention that I placed on him. And I know as a Christian women's business coach that the only reason that my business has flourished the way it has up until now, the only reason that it has grown, the only reason that I've been able to work with clients who set my spirit on fire in such a good way and that I'm excited to actually meet with and talk to, the only reason that that has happened is because God has put me in a position for that to happen. He connects me with my dream clients, and he can do the exact same thing for you. But the first thing you got to do is get started and understand that everything that's distracting you right now from the ultimate goal is getting in your way. For example, if you have started a business and you literally are committed to doing something one way, and then you see this really great marketing strategy over here to the right, and you're like, you know what? That looks good. It's working for them. I'm going to do that. Or you start one business and it's going really good, but you're so multi-talented, you want to do this other thing. And so now you start something else at the same time, and neither one of them are flourishing because now you got two things that you're working on. And now you add a third thing. So now in addition to trying to be a coach, now in addition to that, you're event planning. In addition to event planning and being a coach, you're really good at crafts. So now you're making stuff and selling them at different events. And for the primary reason that your attention is completely divided, you can't grow any of them very, very well. Distractions. I know you're multi-talented. I get it. Yeah, I'm good at what I do. I'm good at being a coach. I'm good at being a cheerleader. I'm really exceptional at creating videos. Like I love doing that kind of stuff. And so I do it for fun. I don't do it for business. I'm real good at public speaking. I'm real good at a lot of different things. I'm really good at a lot of stuff. But if I do all the things I'm good at, I will never be great at what I'm supposed to be great at in my zone of genius. Everybody has a zone of genius, every single person. But are you operating in that area where you are meant to operate and where you can operate at the highest level of excellence possible? When you get distracted, and trust me, the enemy is good at distracting us. For example, right now, here's my phone. Here's my phone. You and I both know that this thing will go off if I allow it to all day long, with Facebook notifications, with I don't know, with Instagram notifications, with email, with stuff coming from the kids' school all day long. So what do? I turn it off. I turn those notifications off. Why? Because your attention will be divided. You sit down just for a few minutes so you can relax. And all of a sudden, you're going to watch 30 minutes of one of your shows on Netflix or Hulu. And all of a sudden, you binge watching the whole season. And it's 2 weeks later. I'm talking about it because I know about it. I'm just saying. That is me. That is me. And so distractions will cause you to not hit the ultimate goal, and you will look up and it is almost Halloween and you still have not hit the goal that you set for yourself back in January. And we're coming up on a brand new January. Okay. So today I want to encourage you to focus. When I work with, I'll give you a really good example. When I work with a coach, I focus on what that coach offers and I shut out everybody else. Okay. So right now I have a life coach that I work with. I have a business coach that I work with. When I work with those coaches, guess what? I don't work with any other business coaches, any other life coaches. You know why? Because there are so many different strategies that will work. And it is really easy when you're working with a business coach for them to give you a strategy. You work on that strategy, but then you work with a second business coach and they give you a strategy, and that strategy, it does work too, but those strategies don't work together. And so now, once again, your business is stalling. That is a distraction because you are splitting your attention between two mentors and two sources. Life coaching, same thing. Splitting your attention when you work with multiple people at one time. How many people are you following on social media to try to learn how to do what it is that you want to do? Like, how many people? How many? Oh God, we got spammers in the comments. What's up, new at dating for all tastes and ages? We will make sure we delete you. You must be on YouTube. I will make sure that gets deleted. And so, how many different people are you going to continue to follow over and over? This person and that person and this person and that person. How many people are you going to follow that are all giving you really good strategies? Because all the strategies will work, but everything does not work together. And as a result, because you are doing it that way, you are confused, you are spinning your wheels, and your business is not growing. You're stuck in place, going absolutely nowhere. They're distractions. When you, once again, focus on your good, because it's good to have a business that gives you a little bit of money every month, but I'm not trying to have a good life, y'all. I'm trying to have a great life. Like one of my mentors used to say, I'm not trying to make a living. I'm trying to make a killing. Hear me again. I'm not trying to make a living. I'm trying to make a killing. I'm trying to show my children something that they've never seen done before on either side of my family. I'm trying to show them something they've never seen. The type of wealth, the type of success, the type of legacy that we want to leave hasn't been done to this magnitude on either side of my family. I cannot get distracted, and neither can you. And I'm not saying that your dreams and goals have to be as big as mine, but what are yours? Because see, your great life is when you decide, with God's help, because he's leading you every single day, when you decide what success looks like for you. When you get to the point that you stop trying to look a certain way to other people, look a certain way online, but you actually know what is important to you. Let me give you an example. I didn't even go to most of my class reunions because I wasn't at the place that I thought I should be to look good enough, to look like my life was great enough, because I was afraid of how it would appear to other people. When you can let go of that kind of nonsense, you can actually live the great life that you were destined to live. because now you decide what is most important to you and what success looks like. Earl Nightingale describes success as the worthy, the progressive realization of a worthy ideal. What that means is this. That means that you decide what success looks like for you and you work towards it. And as long as you continue to work towards that goal, you, my friend, are successful. But the moment you quit, the moment you stop, the moment you say, I'm done with that, you are failing to be successful. But as long as you keep working on the life that you want, when you've defined what that looks like for you, not what it means to anybody else, not what would look good on social media, because that's not what's important, but what's important for you, you, my dear, are successful. So what's my definition of success? Let me tell you. Part of it is the fact that when my mom was in the hospital for 2 full weeks, I could be there as often as humanly possible. So out of 10 days in the hospital, that meant that I was there 8. That's what success looks like for me. Success looks like whenever my husband has a doctor's appointment, I can be there to support him. Success looks like me being here and being home when my son Jacob, who just started school, great morning, how are you? How are you? When my son Jacob, who is a brand new schooler, he's in kindergarten this year. He did not go to preschool because COVID, it nixed all of that. I was too uncomfortable sending him out of the house. And so now it's his first time in school. So you know what happens, mamas? When we send these babies to school for the first time, what happens? They catch all kinds of colds and every little bug. So he got a cold, had to stay home for a week. Guess what? I didn't have to call and get permission off and use sick time. He got well. He was good for 2 weeks. And then he got another cold and he had to stay home for another week. And I didn't have to call anybody and ask if I could have time off, get the side eye, use sick time, or go without because I didn't have enough sick time. Then he was well for 2 weeks. And then guess what? Got sick again with another cold for another week and had to stay home for another week. And he just went back to school this week. And so for me, success looked like, thank you. You guys, shout out to Jamelia, who's working in the background for me. That was Laskaya, who was on Facebook, who said, good morning. Great morning to you, Laskaya. I so appreciate you. Welcome to the live. And so success looks like me being able to do what I need to do and have the time freedom to use my time the way I see fit. Success looks like my daughter being 100% present for her. In fact, there's an art show. There's a Black woman. Okay, true story. Gentleman that I met at the grocery store. I would see him all the time. His wife is a professional artist. She is having a show where she's releasing some of her brand new art, and it's a private showing, and we can grab some tickets. And guess what? My daughter doesn't even know that we're going. Why? My daughter is an amazing artist. And so I'm taking her to a professional art show where she can meet a woman who looks like her, skin just like hers, just as beautiful and brown as she is, that's doing her thing professionally. And me and my daughter are going to have a mommy and daughter date night, and she doesn't even know it. That's what success looks like to me. And I don't have to take time off, and I don't have to ask permission. I can do as I see fit for my life with my time. Success looks like for me on a Saturday when my son Jalen has a band competition that takes all day, because it did take all day, me being able to go and support him and have a really good time hanging out with my son. That's what success looks like to me. And so I'm creating the life that I want, that I desire to have, that aligns exactly with the woman that God called me to be. What does success look like for you? It's time you start building that. And there's freedom that comes through entrepreneurship. That's why I'm such a big proponent of it. I'm a huge proponent of entrepreneurship. So listen, I want to encourage you. Don't get distracted by all the things. Don't let all the things distract you. Just don't let that happen. It's so easy. And you have to be diligent about your time. You have to create the routines. And we'll talk about that another time. But catch the distractions. Catch them before they stop you. Discouragement is real. But we're already close to 15 minutes. And so I don't want to hold you for a super long time. But I do want to tell you this. that if you are the person and you are like, I am sick and I am tired of not hitting the goals that I set for myself, I really do want to have that freedom that she's talking about through entrepreneurship. I want you to know that we are doing another live Start Your Business boot camp. Y'all, the last boot camp we did, Bella, get down. The last boot camp that we did went so incredibly well. I'm going to make sure that I share another testimonial from that. I did not make sure that it was uploaded today, but it is 1 week of live training with me. I love it. She said, amen. This was so good. I needed this. I'm so glad. Listen, I needed this. I have to encourage myself. Real talk. I have to remind myself what's important. And so the boot camp is 1 week with me working together live like this, y'all. We're going to work together and I'm going to help you identify your God-given unique offer. There is a business inside of you. And the one that has been sitting there and it's been haunting you, it won't go away. Like years later, it's still sitting there in the back of your mind and you keep wondering, what if I just do this? What if I just get started? What if I take the steps? That one, the one that is deep in your heart that you may not have even told anybody about because you don't know if they're going to judge you for it. You don't think they believe that you can make it happen. To hell with what they believe. Did God place a vision inside your heart and you really want to see it come to pass? You need to let me help you because that's what I am good at. That's what I am passionate about. I want to see more brown babies and more brown families on Instagram. And I want to see you taking real pictures of you hanging out with your kids, not fake ones that you go and sit in front of somebody else's car, take a picture in front of somebody else's house to try to make it look like your life. No, I want you to be able to take the real kind of picture, the picture of you and your baby out like me and my daughter at an art show because it's mommy and daughter night. I want you to be able to take that picture of, oh, my baby is feeling down. I was able to stay home with them and I didn't need to get permission because you've created freedom for yourself that cannot be taken away. Let me tell you, when you have the courage to take those steps and grow your business, it grows you as a person. The other day, actually like yesterday or the day before, something like that, I was talking to my daughter and we were talking about the fact that she has to read so much at school. She's in these honors programs. She has to read so much for school. And she said, Mom, but you said we need to read 10 pages a day. I said, no, baby, that is not for us. That's the bare minimum because there are a lot of adults that when they get out of school, they never read anything else another day in their life. That's the bare minimum. 10 pages a day is the bare minimum when you want to get back into the habit of reading. And when you haven't been reading forever, for me and you, that's not a minimum. That's for somebody else's minimum. That's not for you. You set a different goal. How many pages do you need to read of this book? You set a completely different goal. That's what I'm talking about, right? I'm ready for some real pictures, not that fake stuff. I love it. Thank you for popping that up on there. I love it. And so why was this important? Because she has a reading goal. And so the book that she wanted to read was 185 pages. She needed to finish it in a week. We divided that bad boy by 7 pages and she needed to read 20 plus pages a day. And so she was like, wait, but you said 10. No, that's not for you. That's not even for me. That's the bare minimum for people to get their reading muscle built back up. That's not your life, baby, at all. Okay. And so I want you to be able to become the best version of you possible, but you can't do that unless you take a step and you actually get started. And I'm here to help you take that step. Okay, so I want to share this quick video with you. I'm not going to play the whole thing. I'm just going to share a quick clip so you can understand a little bit about what the boot camp is about. And you can definitely enroll. And I am looking forward to working with you personally for 1 week together. It's actually like 10 days, me and you together working on a boot camp. Take a peek. Hey, what's going on? It is Demita McGee here. I am a Christian women's business coach, and I am so grateful and excited and honored, honestly, that I can hop in your inbox and share this information with you. You are interested in the Start Your Business Bootcamp, and you should be. So let me take a minute and share with you exactly what's going to happen and how and what you are going to learn over the course of 1 week together with me. Number one, I'm going to show you how to identify a business that you can start right now, a service-based business, and you can start making money now. Not later, but now. I'm also going to, number two, show you how to identify your God-given unique competitive advantage. Did you even know you had one? You may not have, but you do. And I'm going to show you how to pull it out, extract it, and how you can actually monetize it, okay? Then number three, I'm going to show you how to structure your new service so it's scalable, because scalability means more money in the long term. So I'm going to show you how to do that too. And then number 4, I'm going to actually walk you through how to create a business that people want to pay for. So create a service that people not only want to buy, they're excited to pay for. Isn't that wonderful? Like, who wants to start a business that nobody wants to pay for the service? That's just a hobby. That's not what we're looking for. We're looking for a business. So that's what you're going to get 1 week working together in this group fashion. Now, last month in August, I did something I've never done before. You guys, I 10x'd my revenue, meaning I earned 5 figures in 1 month. I've never done that before, but I did some very specific things in order to do that. But the very first thing I had to do was I had to get started. I had to actually launch my business. I had to figure out what to sell. And so if you're the person that is so creative and so multi-talented that you just don't know where to start, I got you, because I am you. It was my struggle. I figured it out. You can too. Let me help you. All right, y'all. So those are some of the details for the Start Your Business Bootcamp. Listen, you can enroll in the bootcamp. I want to make sure that you know that. Did I put that banner in here? Did I did not. So if you are interested in the Start Your Business Bootcamp, I want you to text the word boss, okay, to me. All right. That's coming straight to me at 708-406-9195. Okay. I want you to text me those words right there. And then I will know that you are interested in the Start Your Business Bootcamp and you are ready for yourself to start your business. And so you can get that freedom that you have diligently and earnestly been searching for and looking for. So when those gas prices keep rising, it doesn't affect you the way it affects everyone else. When the groceries, like the milk, I kid you not, it was 2 for $4. Like, I don't know how many months ago, and I went to get milk yesterday. It was 2 for $5. So that dollar doesn't affect you, because when everything rises $1, guess what? Your revenue, your household income, it has to rise 5. All right. So let me show you how to do that and how to get started. Thank you guys for hanging out with me today. I am so grateful for you. I appreciate you. Absolutely love you to life. Have a beautiful rest of your day. And I will see you absolutely soon. Wait. Lisa has a quick question. I want to make sure I answer it. She says, what time will the boot camp be? Great question. The way the boot camp works is like this. Okay, so we have mindset trainings every day for the duration of the boot camp, every single day. They're 15-minute mindset trainings, all right? And then following that, we have a 1-hour training. Actually, it's 45 minutes, I believe, so it's a full hour. So we have a 45-minute training each day, and then we have days where we implement what we learned. Everything is recorded. And so I encourage you, if you cannot join us live, I encourage you to watch the recording the same exact day that it was recorded. So we will be live in the mornings, all right? And you have all day to watch that recording. You will have access to it indefinitely, but it's so much better if you actually watch the recordings the same exact day. So the reason that I have it set up, I'm so glad you asked your question. The reason I have it set up the way I do, you know how you go to trainings and you get the information and you're like, man, I got this. Bam, I'm about to put everything in order. By the time you start doing it, that's when the questions arise. That's when you're trying to figure out, wait, what did she say about this? And what is she doing this? Well, that's why we have it set up that way. So we have 3 days of training, followed by 2 days of followed by 3 days of implementation. And then we come back for a live Q&A. And then we come back for bonus training. It is the best boot camp I've ever put together. And so the results have been absolutely amazing. So hopefully that answers your question. All right. If you have any other questions, you guys, I don't want you to hesitate to reach out to me. So this is my email address. You can email me directly, dmcgee@damittamcgee.com. Although my notifications are not on, so I won't get it immediately. Distractions are real. I will get it today. I will get it the same day, and I will definitely respond to you. So if you have any other questions, do not hesitate to reach out to me. All right. Okay, guys, let's get you going. Let's get these businesses started. Thank you so much for hanging out with me. Have an amazing rest of your day. Peace out.